Welcome back, guys, to Final Fantasy XVI, where last episode, after exploring a large section of the Clairview area, we arrived at Northreach's gate to get in contact with the dame, Isabelle, who pretended to be Clive's master to get him past the border as we headed to her establishment. There we were asked to look for one of her girls who had gone missing, Tatienne, as we started to investigate her whereabouts, but we also had some side quests to attend to, completing the Want Beyond the Wall, Pride Comes Before a Fool, and Friend of the People, which we now conclude. Okay, we're meant to come to you to tell where we're going next, and that's been forced into us.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
It's always one hell of a sentence, isn't it? Set in their ways. It's very loaded.
Bertrand was a loyal patron of the Vale, until his appetite exceeded his means. Now he is loyal to me.
Ah, so we ended up in massive debt. Massive debt.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
I don't know how to deal with women. Let me out. What is this? Talking, flirting, I fight people.
We always look forward to your visits, Clive. The dame especially.
Well, off we go to speak with Bertrand in Moor, then. Seems to be this away. Keep randomly finding black blood in boxes. What does it mean?
Drake's head. Ain't a sight more beautiful in the realm, I reckon.
Yeah, I guess it's not bad. Maybe I could ask Jill to whip up something better.
The dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northreach, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another branded, with a target on his back.
Friendly. Look at all this. This is the Royal Meadows. That goes up to like a dead end near Westwatch. We've got Baywatch over there. Quick, let me get my orange floaty thing. My swimsuit on.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
There's a fair few bluebirds around the place.
You see it too, then? It's not just me bleary eyes playing tricks on me.
If you mean the waves stopped at full crest, then yes, I do. How could I miss the bleeding thing?
Isn't that over there, eh? How much to explore when you don't know when other things will take you into those regions, you know? It's the evil bluebirds.
Wake winds!
I knew you were attacking. Quite a few guys around here, isn't there?
To me. Garuda, lend me your strength.
Bad wild chocobo. Don't know where I got the 11 gil from that chocobo, but I'll take it. Right then. Let's get looking around. We'll go through this edge on the way there. Checking around those windmills. Watching out for violent chocobos of doom. I mean, these are normal chocobos. They shouldn't try to kill me. Unless I run into them and really annoy them. Oh. Oh, don't want to step on. She's just been left there? The crap, man. You attacking me or not? All that to one-shot you.
That's enough.
A side quest, you say? Before I even reach our destination again, there's 2 more side quests here. Nah, it could be.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
I God, just work them till the... Not the bone, it would be to the stone.
You heard me. Shift your asses.
You, branded, here, now.
Oh, yes, sure, Benoit.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Ah, that's fine.
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
Okay, all bark. Maybe your kids got bitten too?
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried.
No.
Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
Oh, it's a trap, is
The
it?
wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it.
Oh no, the wolf.
Stay back. I'll deal with this.
I think there's another wolf here, but no, it's just Torgal. It's just a single wolf. Was that your pet? What's going on here? I reckon you are baiting someone in here to get killed. You can't fight.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
No, don't let him run. There's a cliff edge nearby. Oh my god.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Yes, that won't go down well though, because we'd have to like... You can't report these guys to the law, can you? It is literally, your option is murder. There we go. That's about it. That's literally it. Anyone think of other options here to deal with this problem for good?
An Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Ah! Well, I found an Imperial watchtower, so now I'm just going to rob it.
You're not one of us.
I want to point out, your birds, or war wyvern, are much more of a bother than you ever are.
It's over. You will pay for what you've done.
I think I've got myself in a spot of bother here. I said, Torgal's been doing some nice stuff on our opponents over there. Well, I guess I lets out some of my latent stress on this watchtower here. When you say it's well stocked, what do you mean? A demon tamer's sash. Okay, that was worth. That was worth.
After it.
Okay. Demon tamer's sash. Oh, that's this. It's literally better than what I've got. While slaying a demon merely returns its soul to the hell whence it came, until such time as it is resummoned to inhabit a new host, taming a demon is a much more effective means of dampening its evil influence on the corporeal plane. By luring and trapping the undying spirit of Hellspawn into accoutrements worn on one's person, one might also harness their power and channel a portion of it as one's own. Slightly better belt. They meant it when they said it was going to be well supplied. Coming here is actually worth something for me. Alright, time to dash my way all the way back over there and surely do nothing about the situation, because I can't see this getting resolved. Looks like the further we go on our travels, the more, by the way, hatred there is going to be towards Clive. Bearers in general. This is only the start of that trip of horrendousness.
You, Branded, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That wretch would be me.
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen. Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you threaten us? How dare you?
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
I felt it best not to drag the dame into this as well, even though it would be the more intelligent answer at the time.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, He's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For the help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Our paths may cross again. What, when someone else that's obviously evilly bad needs some mysterious murderizing? Maybe we will see you again, I guess. Wait, to level 24. Can I witness the aftermath? Yeah, no one feels bad for these guys at all. It is exactly as was said. Oh, they didn't have the bodies there, but they, yeah. They made sure to leave a little remnant. I'm pretty sure they knew people would go back and check. Another quest, you say?
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She has beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
Make it sound like a pet. But of course, they're talking about a person. And I'm just...
It's a lot of field to search.
No, it's not.
With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
What about behind that windmill turned to stone, by any chance?
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Oh, let's find Chloe.
Chloe?
No, white hair.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
But Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Here we've got the absolute product of a really messed up system, a really messed up upbringing. This magic ash is Chloe, right?
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Finally, someone told her what's what, though. Too little, too late. Well, they might say future lives, I guess. Though, to be honest, the bearers that she would have been given as playthings would be at the end of their life as well anyway, because of how her parents were to the bone.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabelle says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
And now we're walking into the den of this, basically. Great.
It's my turn. Let me try. Come on, give it back. If my dad finds out, he'll clobber me.
Well, that's my destination.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Yeah. Kinda got that would probably happen.
Thanks for nothing.
You kinda don't deserve my custom, to be honest.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Lovely place. And yes, just down the road over there, it's going to be even worse. It's like leveled up even more.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful, I mean. Most helpful.
Over there, right?
All that clean? You good-for-nothing sluggard!
And none of them can speak back. For risk of death. Yeah, let me just rub up your place. I don't feel bad about doing it. To be honest, that's true of every chest I've ever picked up in a game for the most part. Even some of the weapons I've used to save mankind with.
It's my turn. Let me try.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's another one around here, so let's get out of this place before anything worse happens. Ruins down this way, eh? Not far by the look of it. What's going on?
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
They're bloated too. Are you sure we can't let them get any closer to the village?
That's enough. Stay down. Give me fire. That's enough.
I'm sure Torgal's got the other one. Go on, Torgal. Get him. Oh, hell then.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you. Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. And by the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabelle. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
He seemed oddly reasonable. I guess I'm just not used to being treated normal now, thanks to the game. When I think about it. Weird that.
You are fortunate to have fallen into the Dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb.
Scary, menacing priest.
If it was a... You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
A fair bit of experience gained for that quest, but I guess it was a fairly long one.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Okay then, we gotta gather at the abandoned chapel. I just want to get the crew back together at this point. Some friendly faces around would be a welcome change. Wouldn't be surprised if more stuff appeared at this point in time. Quests everywhere. I feel I'd be needing a better way of getting around faster at this rate as well. Having to run for a while to activate my sprint. He's got the stamina when he's going, hasn't he? So I'm too nosy. What if there's a chest randomly up here? Couldn't possibly be, right? Not this far out of the way. Excuse me, pigeons. I'm not coming in through the front door then.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Explain.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Hospital.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mothercrystals truly are the cause of the blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.